One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
It's time for Stacks and Hacks. A poll asked people what they plan for New Year's resolutions for 2025. It's the same, you know. You rarely hear anything different, although I do have a different one for me, but thought we'd ask Alexa. Alexa, can you give us the answer for what are Americans' resolutions for the new year?
Here are some New Year's resolutions for Americans for 2025. Groundbreaking stuff here. Lose weight, save money, and be happier. They're the same ones you said in 2020, and 2021, and 22, 23, and 24. But don't worry. I'm here to remind you daily about that yoga app you bought and never opened. Cheers to another year of setting goals you'll forget by February. Let me know if you need help ordering kale. Happy New Year.
You know, I did a New Year's resolution 2 years ago that I've never really heard anybody say, and I'm still hold to it, and it's pretty fun to do. It's pretty amazing, where I never turn down water. And it's crazy how many people offer you water. Like, I'll be out and I'm fine. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take it. And then they look at me and I'm like, oh, it's a New Year's resolution.
I've never ever heard that resolution before.
It's crazy how many people offer you water. Try it. Just try it for a day. And you're
Okay.
like, oh my God, that's a lot of
Would
water.
you like a water? Okay.
Did Santa wrap your gifts when you were a kid? Peyton?
Nope.
Kyle?
Nope.
Rich?
Yes, definitely.
Really?
Yeah, my mom was way into
No,
that.
Santa.
And Santa.
Santa didn't wrap gifts either, but apparently he almost always does now, is what they say. But Santa, when we
Really?
were little, didn't do that.
I always heard Santa didn't have the time.
Right.
One-stop shop.
I know.
Right?
Well, he's got more time now, I guess. This is something you probably always want to know, how to walk on ice. The best way to walk on ice, they say, is like a penguin. Keep your knees relaxed, point your feet slightly outward, and take small shuffling steps. Shuffle, shuffle. That way the ice
If
won't
you're in
break.
the Midwest today, they got way iced over. So walk like a penguin.
A man in Arizona has been charged with stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars in crypto from victims while pretending to be an Uber driver. I don't understand how this works. I read it over and over again to figure out how he did it. It makes no sense to me. He'd pull up, say he was an Uber driver, then he would borrow the person's phone and then steal their crypto. If you take my phone, you cannot steal crypto. I do not have crypto. I don't understand how that works.
Yeah.
This is something kind of cool, probably why so many people run for president, because I always sit there and go, why would anyone want to be president of the United States? Apparently, former presidents get free postage for life.
Well, that right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after sending out Christmas cards and the prices of stamps are ridiculous, let's all run.
Do you hear about Conan O'Brien's parents?
Yeah.
Both
Sad.
parents died last week. His father died on Monday. His mother passed on Thursday. They've been married since 1958. They were in their 90s.
Oh.
Wow.
That happened to my grandparents did that. They died within like a week of each other. Moana 2, #1 movie for like the third week
Yeah,
in a row.
globally, it's like almost at $1 billion right now. It's insane.
I guess I thought Wicked was just going to run through everything and just win until the end of the year. And along comes Moana.
Yeah, but I felt
Moana.
like Moana, I feel like there wasn't much hype about it. Like, it was about the live-action movie, not Moana 2. So I'm really shocked to
it's
see that.
surprising.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Adam Sandler surprised everybody on Saturday Night Live?
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Also, Quentin Tarantino was on the Joe Rogan podcast talking about Yellowstone, and he pissed off a bunch of Yellowstone people.
Well, because he said it was like a soap opera.
But he's
Right.
right. It is like a
But
soap
aren't
opera.
all
Yellowstone. I
dramas?
didn't really get around to watching Yellowstone the first 3 years or so. And then I watched like the first season. I go, wow, this is great. I've always been a big Kevin Costner fan. But at the end of the day, it's all just a soap opera. They've introduced you to a bunch of characters, and then everything is just the compellingness of the soap opera. So the difference between is I'll see a good Western movie and I'll remember it for the rest of my life. It built to an emotional climax of some degree, but there's a payoff to it. But there's not a payoff on this stuff.
He's talking about the difference between TV and movies, is what he was saying. And he said in the TV shows kind of keep going through the next season. You don't really remember as much as when you see a movie and they have the moment and then you're out.
The payoff is the hours of entertainment you get.
Exactly.
That's true.
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
Do you have John Jay, a real tree, fake tree, or no tree at your house?
Right now, we have no tree.
No tree. Kyle, fake or real?
Fake.
Peyton, any tree?
Yeah, it's fake, and it's about 3 feet tall. It's very cute.
Little Charlie Brown tree. I have a fake tree. And a lot of people say that the reason they don't like fake trees is because it doesn't really smell like Christmas inside your place anymore. So here's the hack. Your Christmas tree may be fake, but you can still enjoy the scent of a fresh cut tree. Here's what we do. Take the air filter from your furnace and pick up a bottle of pine essential oil, which I just looked for on Amazon, pine needle essential oil, and it's about $6. And you just need a little. A little goes a long way. Less than 10 drops. Then you put the filter back in and open up your registers. Sit back, and the piney aroma will fill your home for weeks.
Okay.
Weeks. Isn't that fun? And
I love
under
that.
$6. Try that. That life hack's up at John G. and
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The Seven from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The Seven is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The Seven podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
Rich.com.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.